Second week in a row, we have the Pleasant Valley Spartans. They're 2-0, coming off a big win over Bettendorf here on the Cox Communications Game of the Week, Channel 38. Dan Burtz, once again, Cy Robinson joins me. And Pleasant Valley kind of in an early driver's seat. A lot of teams bunched up at 1-1, and PV, one of the only schools at 2-0.
Pleasant Valley's had two very tough wins, but they're well-deserved. They played well the last couple of weeks.
And one of our major sponsors, we've got a major sponsor on the game, the Independent Insurance Services. They're located at 1519 East Locust. It's 383-5555. We welcome them aboard here on both the MAC and Western Big 6 games of the week, and they'll be broadcasting tonight, sponsoring the PV, and it's the Central game. Skip Eckhart, a new coach at the helm for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, he's right now he's kind of in the dumps about it, but the Blue Devils will be back because they've been tough down through the years, a lot of tradition, but Skip's a new coach in the league, and nobody's going to let the new coach win one, I'm sure.
Well, one thing a lot of people may not realize is Skip Eckhart has had success throughout the state.
He's from the same area as Randy Schrader out at North Scott, who had much success up in the area around Crestwood, I think it is, and Skip Eckhart has had that great success too, so he knows what it's all about.
Well, we'll see if he can have a little success tonight. A tough opponent at Morrissey, 18 years at Pleasant Valley. We'll see if he can go to 3-0 and really take over the driver's seat in the MAC. On Friday night football, Davenport Public School Stadium, a.k.a. Brady Street Stadium. Pleasant Valley Spartans 2-0, getting set to kick off to the Davenport Central Blue Devils. The Blue Devils 0-2 hosting this game tonight on Cox Communications Channel 38. Once again, the Independent Insurance Services on East Locust Street, your proud sponsor. So Central gets the ball side, so Skip Eckhart will see what his boys can do. Clark to kick. He hits a line drive, fielded at the 5 by Central. Here they come up the near sidelines. A little bit of a seam to the 25, and that was Kevin Peterson on the return.
Like he was tackled by number 31, Matt Taney, and we'll hear his name a lot tonight.
As we
Taney's all over the field, yeah.
Straley, number 7, the quarterback, 6'1", senior, make the calls for Central. And a lot of it will be handoff to John Lee, number 30. We'll make that prediction already. A penalty on the ensuing kickoff. Or excuse me, on the opening kickoff, I meant to say. Hold, and they'll now march it back to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 13, ball on the near hash, the huddle breaks. One receiver right, that's Aaron Shanks. Straley trying to draw him off sides. Pleasant Valley staying home, hand off to the fullback. Schertz, man on the spot, he was there a lot last week.
All week long, Dan. Nice job in there already by number 52, Gavin Inc. And what does our note say about Gavin?
Yeah, we got to tell people we did Pleasant Valley, as most of the parents watching know, last week. And it says, Wild Man, so you're not confused. They give me the difference between Bill R. and Bill S. Fairman, the Inc. brothers, Gavin and Gannon, the Abel brothers, and we'll tell you more about that later. 2nd and 6 from their own 17, Central with the ball. Once again, the dive to the fullback. He's going to wrestle, muscle for a few. Doing a good job. Got 4 the first time. Probably got about 2 or 3 that time.
Excellent lead post by the Central center and their right guard. Just happened to be watching them on the nose guard. Jim Miller was the nose there for Pleasant Valley, and Nick Ide, the center, and the right guard for Central. I believe it's Scott Greenwood, did a nice job there.
Dyson Miguel, 2 carries for 7 yards. 3rd and 3 from their own 21. They go back to him, and
it's going to be close.
His average dropping a little bit, though. He got 4. He got 3. That time he probably got 2. Should bring up 4th and 1. We'll see a measurement. I think it's a little bit short. We'll see. Well, it's hard to tell. Once again, we're on these angles in the press box.
Yeah, it looks short to me, too. And, you know, I've never missed one of these, so.
Just don't rely on us for kicks. PATs and field goals. We're 0 for 4, I think.
Wait and catch the signal.
Here come the chains. Minute and a half gone by. First quarter action, scoreless.
Oh, like we said, it's 1st and 10.
As we said clearly, move the chains. So 3 fullback dives.
Oh, That was by about the length of a snail they got that, but they got it, though.
Well, Miguel, 3 carries. I said look out for John Lee, and, well, they haven't given it to the tailback yet. Right to Miguel, the fullback.
Setting the ink over there at the right defensive tackle spot.
Shanks, the lone receiver, wide right. The snap, the pitch. Now they go to Lee, and he's stuffed there on the outside. Probably lost maybe a yard.
Yeah. Bill R. Fairman. That would be Big Bill, it says. Big Bill Fairman.
When I joked about this, Bill R. Fairman and Bill S. Fairman, no relation. We had trouble with them last year. They tell us Big Bill and Little Bill, 86 and 24. I would have been confused. You think of 24 is a little DB, 86 is a big tight end. It's the other way around. 86 is 5'9".
That's right.
And 24
and I'm going to have to look at that paper all night long anyway. So
we'll slide it over by you.
Thanks a lot.
Split receivers now, wide left and right from the left side. There, a little misdirection, and the misdirection was in a backfield.
Oh, we got a fumble here.
Lee ran into his own lineman, fumbled it out of bounds, though, I believe.
Must have. He shot the...
Somebody back there. I think it was...
That was Ink again, Dan, I think.
Gavin
from his right defensive tackle.
With his brother Gannon. We'll have fun with this tonight. Gavin, one of their better players. Gavin, Ink, Brian Shirts, some of their better stickers. We talked about that last week. They'll come up and lay the leather people. Different formation you see in the backfield. Kind of a double flanker set, the straight drop.
Oh, good
Fired
pass.
over the middle, open man, threw it behind him now.
Good pass protection by Central offensive line there.
All after an off-tackle play, a pitch that was ill-advised, a little misdirection that ran into trouble in the backfield, and a behind the receiver pass. It's 4th and 10, and we'll see the punt team in. John Lee is the punter. The tailback back there deep. It's always an advantage when you have a quarterback or a tailback there and doing the punting. He gets it away. Short kick. It'll take a hop. Pleasant Valley letting it bounce. Man, there were 4 guys who could have picked that up and ran it back.
Yeah, that's still going to be great field position for PV to start with.
Pleasant Valley takes over. 9-10 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless. First possession. We did have 1 first down. The 3 fullback dives. 4 Central. But then after that, nothing. Should have went back to Miguel. Staggered backfield. Fairman. That'd be Big Bill here on your left side. They do the reverse. Hansen had a lot of success with that last week in the second half against Bettendorf, but nothing doing that time.
Nice job there by big Eric Hike, number 79. Lists him at 6'8", 285, Dan. And on the other side of tackle, they got 6'8", 250 in Marcel Howard.
They got some height out there.
They're exactly a foot taller than the nose guard, Josh Vance, number 70. Exactly. They list him at 5'8".
Brian Fleener in there as well on the stop. So a loss of a couple of yards. 2nd and 13 now the situation. Hansen now the left halfback. They stagger it the other way. That time they pull, they give to Taney. Coming around, he gets near the original line of scrimmage.
Looked like, brought down by number 64 from Central, Scott Greenwood. To one of the defensive ends, I believe.
It's a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 8. Ball spotted on their own 44, so a decent field position when they took over on the punt, but haven't moved the chains much. Lost 3, pick up 5. They're facing 3rd and 8. First possession on the offensive side for Pleasant Valley. Morrissey's club back in the familiar set. No motion, straight drop, looking downfield to who else? Anthony, but that time he overthrew him.
I'll tell you what, Fairman was right down the middle on a post pattern, and he was wide open if they had time to throw it. I was kind of watching the patterns develop there. I didn't really see the blocking. I don't know if he was pressed or not. But
no, not really. Pretty good protection. Mauser, the quarterback last week, over 200 yards, and most of it went to number 11, the former quarterback, Anthony.
That's right. They threw it up and down the field.
Clark, the kicker, and the punter back deep from his own 30 to kick. Back to receive for Central, Lee and Shanks. There's the punt. It's a good one, deep. Lee's going to catch it at his own 15. He's got Shanks blocking in front of him, but not much after that. Good punt coverage by Pleasant Valley.
Fairman, Peter Priester, and a couple of other white shirts down there right
Dancing
after
down there
it.
as well.
Yep.
Matt Luttrell was in on the stick. That's 4 out of about the 5 or 6. That's as good as we're going to do tonight.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So neither offense lighting it up early. About halfway through the first quarter, it's still scoreless. Central comes back. Shanks will go wide right. Wide left, Nick Math. Apparently does real well in the classroom.
Yeah, but that's English, though.
Straley looks for Math. He's got it. No, he dropped it. My apologies. I thought he had it. Look, nice job of going back to the ball, but I think he was worried about getting stick out there.
Yeah, he's throwing. It looked like it was thrown just a little bit behind him. Defended pretty well over there by, let me get a number here. Looked like number 87, Jason Deal, 5'10" defensive back. Looked like the strong side corner.
He'll go out there again and guard Math. You see Deal on your wide side, 87. Math actually going out of the game this time around. We have a new receiver in. It's Michael Cribbs. Maybe he got benched after dropping. Straley will drop and throw the same
nice pass.
to Cribbs. He bobbled it, but eventually hangs on. He's near a first down. So
that's a good catch. Good catch, Dan. That's right. That ball was really thrown hard in there, and
I'll tell you, if Cribbs drops it, we might see a third receiver run that left slant. So that's obviously a play they think they can hit on the Pleasant Valley Spartan defense. Cribbs is out and Math is in. That reminds me of my high school days, Cribbs and Math. I always had a crib sheet for my math class.
I knew. Oh, mercy.
First and 10 from their own 32. Straley's zipped the last two. This time they hand off to Lee. He's stuffed at the line of scrimmage and then some.
All right, first one there looked like it was number 34, Gannon Inc. for the Pleasant Valley defense.
It was Antonio Boyd on the carry. He leaves. Lee comes back in. So Eckhart rotating his receivers and his running backs here. They spotted at the original line of scrimmage. Or actually, they say he lost about a half yard. Second and 10 or so, we'll call it, from their own 31. The pitch, Lee, left side, nice block in front of him from Miguel, but only about a yard or two gain.
Play looked like it was there, Dan, but number 42, Luke Voss, came over from his, I think he's a strong safety out there, safety to the strong side anyway that time. Probably wrong about that too, but.
3rd and 8.
All right, I got the thumbs up from Mike over here from Burlington.
So 3rd and 8. And they've worked that left side on the slant. We'll see if they do the right. They look this way. Ooh, little curl back, the throw.
Oh,
nice
do we got a flag? Yeah.
Fairman has the pick, and he has the end zone in sight.
That's going to be brought back.
Flags all over the place. Anthony was over in that vicinity. I don't know if he was the one.
Anthony got there it was pass defense, in my opinion, or pass interference, I mean, but it was close. But I think it was clearly pass interference.
Well, he made the pop on the receiver right before the ball got there. You got to like the aggressive play. And Fairman is probably more upset. Big Bill Fairman, 24.
Yeah.
More upset than anybody. He not only got the deflected pick, but he had a 6 taken away from him.
Yeah.
So that'll set up a first down.
PV fans, they're not real happy about that, but I agree with the call. Gotten a little mellow toward the striped shirts in my old age.
The more years away from the sideline.
That's right. The friendlier you get with them.
So 1st and 10, they'll march it all the way near midfield, spotted on their own 48. So a good momentum booster for Central. Straley under center. Shanks to the near side, wide right. Miguel, the fullback, he pulls it, he options right. Lee out there's a pitchback. And Straley, nobody touched him. He just lost his footing.
Yep. Anthony was right there, though. Anthony might have made a
Pretty good play out of that.
Tell you what, it's weird because you can tell they don't run the option every play. If he just pulls it and works straight down the line, he and Lee are already upfield, but he bellied back, and so many people, when they first start to run the option, think you have to run backwards, right. It's not.
You know what they call it, Dan? Running a hump.
We'll see him do it again. This time they give to Miguel. That's been their best play thus far. He's
Miguel running hard, yeah, running hard. Brought down by, looked like Schurz, number 78. Anthony up there, number 22, Wes Hansen up there, one of the defensive backs, weak side corner, I think.
6-yard pickup, 3rd and 4. And Miguel really hits the line hard and quick and just keeps on driving. He's getting 3-4 yards here and there, 6 that time. Howard goes from tight right to tight left, 2 receivers in. Miguel, he goes again. And that time he stuffed at the line.
Yeah, that looked like Gavin Inc.
And Gannon Inc. The Inc. Brothers.
The Inc. Brothers Incorporated. 4th and 3 here. What are we going to do?
I love this. They give us the nicknames. It says Gannon Inc. is Little Inc. We told you about Little Bill and Big Bill. Now Gavin Inc. you would assume says Big Inc. It says AKA Gavin.
Well, that's also known. Yeah, now I really am confused.
Back to punt, Central. They get it off, no rush. PV deep to return. Anthony calling for a fair catch, and he takes it up about his own 17, and that's where Pleasant Valley will take over.
Probably a little unhappy with him for fair catching that. There wasn't a defender within about 7 yards of him there.
That's 2. I think they could have returned better.
A little conservative early, but why not?
And we're scoreless early, 0-0. First quarter action. Pleasant Valley and Clinton 2-0. Muscatine rather, also unbeaten, 1-0 on the season. Second back through, picks up a couple.
Looks like number 32, Dyson Michael. Initial hit, was it?
It was 32 on 32. Cundert to carry, Miguel to hit.
Defensive ends for Central, number 60, Brian Fleener, and 64, Scott Greenwood.
2nd and 7, split backs, Anthony wide right. They give to the fullback, it's Cundert going through again. Cundert gets a
Miguel again, Miguel again.
32 on 32, the last 2 plays. And it brings up 3rd and, nope, sorry, not 2, 3rd and 4.
3rd and, yeah.
Fairman runs in the play, they're waiting for him. Central breaks out of their defensive huddle.
We got linebackers for Central, number 86, Ed Stald, and number 32, Dyson Michael.
They're back in motion. They're pulled. The pitch. He's got running room out there. Bobbled it. He's got a first down, though. Way to stay in bounds and get a couple more.
Nice job. He tiptoed about 3 steps there, Dan, to stay in bounds.
I tell you what, if he doesn't bobble that ball originally, he could have turned it up earlier. If you noticed, they ran the two dives to the fullback, and we talked about it last week, setting it up. That when he faked the Cundert there and he brought the back in motion, it was that they sold it, so to speak, on that fake and gave the opening room, the running lane down the left side. And that's when you run a pitch. I heard somebody talking the other day making fun of pitch to the short side of the field. Well, on that type of possession, that's when you do it. Now reversal.
Fumble.
And Central's on it.
Nope, I don't think so. I think looks like Inc. recovered it.
Got it. Which one?
Wait a minute. Let me look at this.
Gavin, I think.
Gavin Inc. Yeah, a.k.a. Gavin.
I was talking about that pitch in the short side sometimes on a 3rd and 2 type of situation, 3rd and 4 where you walked up and you just make that quick read, boom, pitch it to him, and the tailback or the back in motion has to know, turn it up quickly and get it.
Right.
But I was laughing. It was the Iowa State game, people critiquing McCartney and Iowa State, and I thought if you ever run an option, sometimes that's the best time to run it. The only time to run it short side of field. That quick pitch to Fairman. He's looking to throw. Anthony got held up, but he got behind him eventually. That's going to be a big time. I'll tell you what. They could have flagged him earlier. John Lee on him. He bumped him at about 15 yards past line of scrimmage. They kind of got hung up.
Well,
he didn't pull anything, but then when he tackled him.
He bumped him at the 43, tackled him at the 50, and of course the ball was overthrown down by the 40 by then, but yeah, that was pretty obvious.
Good play call, too. You pitched to Fairman, you've been running, and that's once again setting up the plays. Morrissey does it as well as anyone. And Skip Eckhart, I'm sure, a little bit upset about the defensive pass coverage of the Blue Devils.
So far.
Well, Anthony can't feel too bad about his. He bopped the guy and a little too early. Well, at least he didn't straight out tackle him. The one that was laid on him, so to speak. 1st and 10 on their own 43. Anthony wide left, split backs again. There's the blast. Kundert right through. Gets up about 8 yards. Saw the line. Did a good job of getting off the ball.
Good running. Brought down by Ed Stahl, one of the LBs here.
Well, Kundert and Hansen both had big games last week. Most of it in the second half, in fact. Kundert had the one big run right before the half, and then Hansen wore him down. We're still scoreless. Ball at midfield, 2nd and 2. Kundert, the pull to Anthony on the slant. Nice catch.
Beautiful catch.
Nice play fake. Mauser with the little ride to fullback through, come up firing, and you got that big target, Anthony.
Yep.
You know what's funny?
6'4", Dan. He's tall.
We talked about it last week. He's going to go to him.
John Lee was there to make a tackle, but just taking a look at John Lee's height listing here. They list him at 6'1", so there's a pretty good height advantage there by Anthony.
Taney coming on.
Oh, missed the handoff.
Yep. Good job by Mauser to turn it up and try to get a little bit, very little bit, but enough.
Heads up play.
Off to Taney,
right. Heads up play by Kevin Peterson there.
I'm already looking forward to Pleasant Valley Burlington. As you know, Anthony, a good DB, a good receiver, and is it Elsie Lewis, as I asked Mike? Elsie, I can remember his initials. Kind of the same type of player, and that'll be a good battle, those two. Because with Anthony, now that we've seen him 2 weeks in a row, we've seen mismatches. He's 6'3". On kid, is it 6'3"? Is that how
6'4" they list him, I believe,
6'4". And we've seen DBs 5'9" on him, trying to cover him. And with Lewis, what's Lewis go, Mike, about 6'2"?
Right in there, yeah.
Close enough and athletic enough, and plus Lewis will have somebody on him covering him man to man, and I know he's taking advantage of a few guys. Richard, the quarterback down there, is doing a good job, and plus you got to worry about Ephraim Twilley in the backfield. Burlington with some weapons, and they showed it. Plus, if we want to gauge a game against Bettendorf, they were in a scoring fest, and Bettendorf edged them by 1, and PV had a nice little game with the Bulldogs as well. So some good games to look ahead to.
League looks tight.
We have a player down on the field right now.
I've been trying to look at the number there. Haven't caught it yet.
Tell you what, let's take a break here and be back on Cox Communications Channel 38. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless, and the big boy, one of your big men down low.
Yep, big Eric Hike. It looked like he had the wind knocked out of him. He tried it off the field. He's going to be okay.
2nd and 9. Pleasant Valley with the ball. They give to Hansen, straight dive.
Oh.
Look at him muscling through. First down, still on his
nice
feet.
running.
Down to the 20. And look at the downfield blocking down there as well. Out in front of him.
Dan, they took advantage of the situation here. You got Eric Hike, 6'8", 290 out of the ball game, and they run right where he's vacated. Again, smart call by Ed Morrissey.
And a play you seldom see. You see the fullback dive, but the halfback, they usually use him for like the counter.
That's right.
Play. He just walked right to his right. Mauser did it, handed to Hansen. We'll see if they do it again. Yes, sir. Here he is again, blasting through, spinning, getting near a first down again.
Dyson Miguel almost made a tackle, but he got his towel.
Nice spin move by Hansen. Hansen did a good job of running. We talked about it last week. He's not very big, 5'10", 177, but he just gets the first couple of yards and tries
He's
more.
steady. He knows where he has to be to get that yard, to get that first down. And you can't say enough about a kid that knows where to go to get a first down.
Well, we'll keep it here since we just took a break with the brief injury. It's scoreless at the end of the first quarter.
Keeping your community strong is a responsibility for all who live there, whether it's through teamwork or working together to build a better town. Your Pekin agent will be there for friendly, reliable service. when you need help and can't wait. Meet someone in your neighborhood who knows his customers. Depend on your hometown professional, your independent Pekin insurance agent.
Pekin Insurance.
For a quick quote on auto, home, and life, call your Pekin agent at Independent Insurance.
Picture this. Big Ed Studio and Gallery has the widest selection of indoor and outdoor backgrounds in the Quad Cities. Let Big Ed's handle your senior portraits, weddings, and regular settings, as well as on-location portraits and custom framing. Big Ed Studio also copies and restores your treasured memories. With 2 nationally awarded photographers on staff, you'll receive personal attention that's second to none. So come in to the studio in the country. Big Ed Studio and Gallery, just 1 mile west of Utica Ridge Road on LeClaire Road in rural Davenport.
Join Ultimate Fitness right now and pay nothing for your first month of membership. No down payment, no initiation fees, and you also get the best in Nautilus equipment, aerobics, Olympic free weights, cardiovascular equipment, racquetball, basketball, and free personal training.
Get in shape. Call Ultimate Fitness right now.
Call 355-4741 and pay nothing for your first 30 days. Call now.
Just getting 2 or 3 in the first half, a couple of carries, and then in the second half, with Pleasant Valley fired up the momentum after the first the first half touchdown. They took it to Pleasant Valley, took it to Bettendorf in the second half, and that's where Hanson really started getting. Then he started getting 6, 7 a crack.
Right.
Started wearing you down.
Yep.
Right there, though, a couple quick dives, and didn't let him get a direct hit. You mentioned Miguel comes through and he spins and keeps his feet going. Don't break a long one, but it's more important to pick up that 7 or 8 here or there.
Pleasant Valley, a good ball control team, just steady, kind of throw it at you. Once in a while, they throw that little look in out there and just kind of keep pounding away. All right, we got Eric Hikes back in the game now. We're at the right defensive tackle spot.
2nd and 1. On the 11-yard line, heading left to right on your screen, Pleasant Valley, blue bottoms, white tops, all blue central. Kundert trying to get low for contact. If he would have picked up his feet and made a move, he might have been that guy.
Yeah, if he'd have been 3 feet off the ground instead of 2, he'd have been there.
Gets the first down, though, so we're facing 1st and goal. They spot it on, it looks like about the 8-yard line. Scoreboard calls it 7.
Weak corner number 43 on the tackle there. I believe that was Kevin Peterson.
Good drive for Pleasant Valley here. Kundert again, working the right side, runs into a pile of blue.
They're kind of starting to root them out there a little bit, Dan, for that 4 and 5 yard gain, which we've been talking about now for 2 weeks.
Miguel there again. Miguel, he's been all over the place. Howard was there. It's a good stand. They give up 3 though, so it's
I thought they had a better gain than that, really. So,
like you said, they're just rooting them out, turning it's what starts off as 3 and 4 yards, turns into 6 and 7 all of a sudden. There's the reverse. Hanson.
Nice running.
Little counter where they run Kundert through and bring Hanson back the other way.
He just kind of chops away with his feet, and all of a sudden he's got another 3-4 yard gain.
Keep the Pistons going. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Taney in for Big Bill Fairman.
Keep those helpful hints and notes coming.
You betcha.
Kundert at fullback behind Mauser. 3rd and goal from the 1. Mauser tries to take it in. I think he got there. We'll see where they. Yep, he did. Well, how's that? Kundert and Hanson and all those guys do all the work, and Mauser takes it in.
Yeah, not hardly fair, is it? Good job by the offensive line there, Dan. Just, again, like we said, just kind of rooting them out. Get underneath the big guys. The big guys got to get a little bit lower.
Clark in the kick, 6-0, 10:26 to go in the second quarter. Pleasant Valley on top of Central.
He may put this in the new parking lot as far as he kicks it. 3 windshields are going to go over there.
That would be the VJ new parking lot and not the new addition or anything to Brady Street Stadium. You threw me for a minute. I'm thinking, they put in the new parking lot back there? Anthony to hold, Hanson to kick, and the youngsters. Nice grab.
Yeah, it was.
Got a little kid out on the track. 7-0, Pleasant Valley. Well, Pleasant Valley won the sophomore game in a big way, 43-0. That sophomore success continues at Pleasant Valley.
They haven't lost a game in 3.5 years, I think, something like that. We were told last week. They keep on rolling. Well, I don't know how far that drive was, but they just kind of steadily took it down the field.
That's a nice drive.
Remaining in the second quarter, TV 7, Central nothing.
So Clark set the kick, teeing it up at his own 40. Shanks is back, as is Lee. And it looks like Kevin Peterson back deep as well. Kind of a shanked kick. Peterson lets it bounce back to Lee from his own 10. Nice block. Nicely blocks. He's got a lane. He's up around the 40 near midfield, and that's where they stop him.
Oh, I tell you,
kicker.
Great hit back there, Dan. Great hit by number 43, Kevin Peterson. If we had an instant replay, that'd be worth the look.
Tell you what was nice, I thought he was going to field it, and I thought, oh, he lets it go back to Lee. But I was thinking, well, maybe he's a little passive, letting Lee have it. No, he was Jimmy DeWhite passive. He was letting somebody else have the spotlight and going up and labeling something.
Oh, that's a great block.
1st and 10, past the midfield. It's actually spotted on Pleasant Valley's 49. Ball on the near side. They give the Lee is in that fullback.
Lee looked good there.
I was ready to say Miguel, but Lee's in that fullback end.
Big Bill Fairman and Schurz on the tackle, but not before about a 4-yard gain.
Nice pickup. Boyd in at the tailback, Antonio Boyd. So we'll mix it up. Miguel probably a little tired from all the tackles on defense. 2nd and 6 on the 45. They give it to Lee again. A little trouble on the exchange.
Ink on a good hit there defensively. He didn't get the tackle, didn't wrap it, but he sure did make the poke.
3rd, and it should bring up about 4. Picks up a couple more.
Central needs to keep this drive going right here, just to get them back in this ball game a little bit mentally.
I'll tell you, great drive started on the kickoff return. They start at midfield. 3rd and 4. It's on the 43 of Pleasant Valley. Lee still in at fullback. Boyd the tail. Trying to draw him offside. Straley taking his time. Oh, Lee went the wrong way.
Yep.
And that's a costly play.
Yep.
You see everybody's over there for Pleasant Valley to stuff them. Ank is there. I think Voss was over there.
Yeah, I don't know what was supposed to happen there. Antonio Boyd, John Lee went to the right, and the quarterback and the tailback went to the left.
So I'm going to say Lee switched from tailback to fullback, went the wrong way. I said Luke Voss. He was in the ball game, but it was not 42, but 45. Tommy Duncan back there to suck it up as well. 4th and 9. Lee in the kick. Trying to make amends, I guess. Here comes a little bit of a heat. He gets it off. Nicely done. Anthony fields it. No fair catch this time. He's going to get a block. Cut it up the middle on his feet. A little bit of a lane. Well, he ran about 25 yards to get around.
Pick about
10 or 12.
Yeah. Brought down by Michael again.
Well, that's why they're resting him on O, apparently.
Evidently, yeah. Dyson Michael. He's a good two-way player for the Blue Devils.
So 1st and 10 from their own 28. Decline. There was a penalty, illegal procedure. PV will decline and take over from there. Mauser trots in with the play. Junior quarterback putting up some decent numbers early here. Good start, 2-0 start. A couple nice games for him. Anthony in at quarterback. Oh, no, excuse me, that's Mauser. I'm looking. I thought it was a switch there.
Yep. Oh,
And a quick give.
just a quick opener.
The Kundert, he picks up about 15 yards. Tell you what, Mauser trotted in when he went to center. He stood up, and I thought he looked taller from me. I thought it was Anthony. And remember, they did that last week.
They did it.
And they always do it coming off the sideline, so I was seeing him. I was looking for that.
They trick me when they do that. Antonio Boyd saved the day there kind of after that big gainer.
Kundert with the quick blast through, and now they went from 3-yard gains to 7-yard gains, now 15-yard gains side. Wearing them down. They get off the ball. Mauser going down the right sideline. Anthony's got a beat. Caught. He's at the 20 on his feet. Way to pick up his feet. Touchdown.
Beautiful play.
Well, maybe that's why Ed Morrissey in his 18th year knows better. Keep Mauser behind the center and keep Anthony wide right.
Yep. Yeah, Anthony back there had about 2 steps on John Lee, and I tell you what, you get the ball anywhere near Anthony, he's going to snag it.
Not only did he catch it at about the 20 to the 15, the guy on him dove, and he did a good job of picking up his feet and aiming for the end zone.
Kept his balance, and away he went. Nice play by Pleasant Valley, no doubt about it.
That was about 56 yards, I think. Touchdown.
I get the feeling that Mauser and Lee and Anthony have practiced that quite a bit, don't you?
Maybe in the summer, perhaps. 14-0 the score now. Pleasant Valley, a quick hitter. Well, that's what happens, though. They keep Anthony out there, and everybody knows he's pretty much their main target. He's their big hitter, but he good enough athlete to get behind people. You're one-on-one all day. Plus, Kundert and Hanson and the boys are coming after you. You're coming up for run support, and he gets behind you.
There's the Ed Morrissey School of Football. Pound, pound, pound your backside and then big play.
Hey, let's face it, that's everybody's school.
Yeah, it really
You
is.
know, Dallas pounded Emmett down your throat. You forgot about Irvin. He snuck behind you. Come on, that's how they won a few Super Bowls. It's just getting your offensive linemen and your backs, you know. Plus, you got to get a good fake.
Right.
Kundert and Hanson got to continue to run through. Mauser's making good ball fakes. You know, a lot of little things, and I hate to say that, but you're a former coach. You'll agree with me.
You bet.
A lot of little things that have to sell that.
You get the running game established.
And we talked about last week when they were losing early to Bettendorf. They were putting in the game plan. They were establishing the dive play. Clark kicked
That's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
And he's not happy with it.
I was watching Clark kick before the game started in the pregame. He was punting the ball over 60 yards. I mean, beautiful. And then he was spotting the ball down on about their own 45 and kicking it through the goalpost. So he has really got a strong leg. Obviously not happy about that. Coach Mike Duncan down here is probably going to get a hold of his face mask.
I can't see Mike being that hard of a coach.
Oh, no, me neither.
Too nice of a guy. I mean, a good coach.
Yeah.
You know, fired up coach. And we were talking about this before the game, about coaches we've had in the past. You know, and we named some guys around here. You don't have to swear and step on people, but just set your rules, and we'll talk about that in a minute. First and 10, Central taking over, down 2 touchdowns. The pitch to Lee, right side, a little. Man, that was good. Now, he didn't make the tackle, but 34, Gannon Inc. made him turn it up.
Right.
He got in the backfield.
Yep. And that allowed Tom Duncan to come over and finish it off.
Good penetration.
Yep.
We were talking about I'll use John Wooden for an example for national level, and Bob Reed and guys like that. You set your rules and you live by it.
That's right. You live by it or go somewhere else and play. Yeah. Can't quite do that at this level, but
once in a while.
Occasionally.
Central back to pass. Pick to Anthony. Who else? He's going to streak down the left sidelines and get a couple more. I'll tell you, he drilled that.
Oh, he did.
I'm not picking on Straley, but he was glued on that receiver.
Right. Well, brought down by Scott Greenwood there. That might have been another 6 on the board.
Well, first quarter we were scoreless, and now Central on the verge of letting this one slip away. And that's a new program, new coach, new kids who aren't really used to winning and playing a full, 60 minutes or so.
Right.
Or am I going college? I'm sorry, 48 minutes.
Yeah, 40. There, close enough. Oh, he's wide open.
Again, wide open, Fairman. Oh, no.
No,
I'm sorry, that was
Schnegenberg, yeah.
That's Schnegenberg right out of his hands, I'll tell you that.
He was so wide open, I think he was surprised about it, and he just forgot to catch it.
Oh,
Holy cow, was he open.
A little bit Mauser lofted it up there, and Schnegenberg's back in huddle saying, why'd you loft it? Just zip it to me. I had to slow up. And the coaches are saying, get back in the huddle, Shane.
Matt Taney back in the game.
Good way to go for it, though, off the interception. Once again, textbook football if it works. Off the turnover, you shoot for the end zone, and they had it. But
good play call.
Oh, a little
reverse, and it's
look at Taney on his feet, breaking one tackle, and wrestled down by Boyd, I believe. Yes, Antonio Boyd. Good job, quick Mauser to Hansen, back to Taney. And Taney, got that wing back, he can do that.
Taney looked like he wanted to lateral that ball off. He had Mauser was right there beside him. I think Mauser was giving him a little chew. He didn't lateral it.
And when we say double reverse, it's not the old wide left come and give it back to the other guy.
It's not the wing T, but
with their play action, it is in that sense.
It's two handoffs at least.
Ooh, just stuff there.
Good D there.
Probably did a smart job of eating it, though.
Yeah. Scott Greenwood smothered him, and along with a couple other blue shirts over there also.
Good job, though. We should credit the Central defense right there. They stuffed that big.
And I'll tell you what, credit Mauser, too, for not trying to pitch that ball because it was a sure fumble. The pitch man was not covered, but he couldn't pitch the ball, so it didn't make any difference.
It's 2nd and 14, ball on the 17, 14-0 Pleasant Valley. Mauser under center, he'll take it. He'll fake, slant to Anthony. Did he actually drop it?
Well,
he bobbled it. How's that?
What a great catch!
And you can hear it in my voice. We were just saying I catches everything.
Yeah, you were going to question whether he caught that or not. I knew he had it all the way.
He wrote it down his body count. I'll tell you what, if he catches it cleanly, he's in the end zone. And once again, nice ride on the fake to the fullback. Pulls up, zips it. And that's what it's doing, and the defensive back's got to. Once he cuts in front of him, they're going to be. But what he's doing is he's bringing the linebackers up and opening up that seam there.
When the dive back comes, the linebacker's got to step up to meet it.
Second back through. Fairman tried to juke inside, didn't get much.
Nice tackle there by I think it was Kevin Peterson, number 43, the weak side corner. Fourth and 3 here.
Looks
see what
like
Ed comes up with.
Clark coming in.
Yeah.
Remember, Anthony's the holder. And he was last year's quarterback, and he's an athlete out there. Number 11 to hold, Clark, number 6 to kick. Field goal attempt spotted about the 12. We'll say 22-yard attempt here.
I'd give this about a 95% chance.
Oh, it's blocked. There you go, 5% the other way.
Yep.
Central, and they got some running room down the sideline. Anthony's going to stop him, though, and a couple people come over to help.
Brian Fleener snagged it in the air, Dan, and returned the thing for about 15.
Well, Clark is going to be mad at you for jinxing himself.
Sorry about that. And Ed Morrissey's probably going to be madder at his line blocking.
You got to block up front before he can get it off. Anthony did a good job. He peeled back into the block and was going to make sure he didn't run by him. He ended up making a tackle, but you could tell. He was about 50 yards upfield saying, all right, Fleener, you're not getting any farther than this.
I'd like to give credit to who blocked that, but we just didn't see it.
I know he was in all blue and he came from that left side. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a stab in a minute. The pitch to Lee. He's going to work that right side. Nice lane there. Good block up front.
Nice job.
It, though.
That's Fairman again? Yes, it is. Nice, Big Bill.
Nice block outside by Kevin Peterson on a kickout block. I'm going to say Greenwood blocked it.
Yeah, might have been.
I saw 60 come across a 6.
Could be.
And he works that the right side defensively, left side on your screen. So I'm going to go with Greenwood.
All right.
Not, what the heck?
Well,
it's better than
we'll correct it in the third quarter.
Second and 9 from their own 25. We're under 3:50 to play. 14-0 Pleasant Valley leads Central. They're going to pitch and come the other way. It's Peterson trying to get outside. Russell down and somewhere around the original line of scrimmage.
Tough to get outside, Dan, when your fullback's trying to block out for you, and then you go outside that block. You've got to get that turned up. At least if you get it turned up, you have a no loss. And normally
that's what we're
pick
talking
up.
about. getting in the lanes, knowing where the double team is, where the kickoff block is, getting 3 or 4. And that way you're facing, you're not going to get 7 or 10 every time, but you're facing positive situations. Heck of a lot easier to get a 3rd and 4 than a 3rd and 9, and that's what they're facing right now.
Right.
From their own 24, Lee is the tailback. Split receivers.
We got a delay of game, I think. Looks like the back judge called that. Yes, indeed.
Yep. So now 3rd and 14.
That's nothing more frustrating than that right there. You don't get your play in from the sideline soon enough, and just a little hesitation on your play calling, and that's what you get.
Under 3 minutes. Second quarter action on Cox Communications Channel 38. Family Ties Production. Pleasant Valley up by 2 scores. Central trying to get in it. Remember, this is where Pleasant Valley scored. We'll have a timeout by Central. And they were pretty much out of the ball game with Bettendorf in the first half, and it turned the whole game around. It was a quick dive by Kundert that took them from their own 20 to past midfield. And a couple plays later, they threw up top deep to Anthony. And the rest is history. Pleasant Valley 2-0, Bettendorf 1-1.
We've seen that bomb 2 weeks in a row now, and it hit just as pretty as it was last week.
Clinton is also 2-0, and I don't wish any ill record or ill game planned for Jim Cox. And, he can go to 3-0, but I want to wish Davenport Assumption good luck as they play up there for obvious reasons, not anything to do with W's or L's, but maybe a loss in the personnel department and in the life column.
The mental part of life, I guess.
As you know, on the sophomore level, they lost a student last week in Muscatine. The varsity game was canceled. In fact, that will not be made up. It's labeled a no contest. Muscatine 1-0, Assumption 0-1, so we're hoping Coach Kazmarek and his staff, and of course the sophomore coaches, friends of mine, Eddie Gibson, senior, and Dan Brown, that they all bounce back from that and handle the season well. Central coming back, 3rd and 14, 2:59 to go, second quarter. Back from the timeout, big play here. They pitched quickly. He was going down, got it out to Lee, and once again he's wrestled outside by about 3 or 4 Spartans.
Right. Looked like Gannon ink out there and a couple other white shirts. That was an interesting play.
I thought he was giving to the fullback for a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't your normal pitch. It was kind of a underhanded spiral. It looked like it come out of there.
4th and 14. Central will punt. Lee will handle the chores. Now look for Pleasant Valley to come after it. Good opportunity. Anthony at about midfield looking to return. He bobbled it. Here comes the rush. He gets it off. And backing up is Taney. Great kick.
Yeah.
Under all the conditions. Look at it bounce and roll somewhere around the 25. Great job by John Lee.
Sure was. That was a good kick.
Pleasant Valley only got heat really from the outside, and that personal protector did a good job as he bobbled it by picking him up.
Right. That's why you got to be awake. Even when you got a return call like they had on there, here comes a bobbled kick, and everybody's thinking return instead of blocking the kick, and that's what happened right there.
2:08 before the first half. Kundert. He was just blasted.
Hike came through, and Greenwood came through again. The nose guard, number 70, Josh Vance came through. Good D.
They're a little more
fired up right now.
And we saw it last time they were near goal line when they blocked the field goal, so it carried over. They did a good job of coming flying through, stopping the original plays. And you stop the base plays, then it's harder to set up the other ones.
Defensive.
Howard looks like he's moved inside, too. They have moved him inside. Hansen goes right over that right side for a couple.
Tackled by Kevin Peterson, number 43. The Central defense is not small, and they are kind of mobile for big people, too, it appears to me.
Well, they moved. It looks like they moved Howard inside and Hike is inside. They're tight with the nose guard, as you mentioned. You can see the two big kids. When they come to line 82 and 79, they're both 6'8", just towering over. That's a lot of size.
Yeah, you can't put him in a gap because he covers two people.
Well, they throw to Anthony, and he's going to get the first down on 3rd and 5. That's a good route, and that's just a good job, Anthony, getting that extra yard or two to move the chains.
It was.
You got to sympathize with the central defensive back a bit, too, because he's gotten behind you, so you got to give him a little cushion.
Right. Yeah, if you don't give him the cushion, you get burned deep.
Tell you what, too, and I think over the last 10, 15 years, especially with the emphasis in the NFL on man-man coverage, no longer the bump and run type things, I think one position that got overlooked for years was cornerback. Out there one-on-one, no man's land. And I think it started maybe with the Oakland Raiders cornerbacks getting a lot of help, you know, the old Raiders teams that were so great in the late 70s and early 80s even. And now it's carried over where, you know, a Deion Sanders can make that much money. And as Bears fans, you know Wolford, how valuable he is.
Yep, you're right.
That was always kind of the little guy on the team who didn't hit real hard but was quick and scrappy. The harder hitter guys were at safety.
Right.
And you put him out there at quarterback and you just hope he didn't get beat. Well, now with the change in the rules in the last, like I said, what was it, about 10, 15 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
And a lot now you really respect what the guys do out there. One-on-one with some athletes. 1st and 10. Mauser dropping back downfield deep. Anthony over the middle. And over the 40-yard line, he got behind Miguel.
Yeah.
Miguel was deep linebacker coverage.
Miguel, just all he had to do was just keep deepening in the middle, and he had that covered.
Well, and we'll talk more about that, how linebackers, you know, how many times do they drop 30 yards?
Right.
And, you know, they ask him to do that a couple of times a week in practice, and he always thinks 25's enough.
That's right.
No, it's not.
The only time they should is when they don't see anything in front of him. That was the case right there. Look out.
Good heat. Mauser threw it out. Good heat from the back.
Greenwood. I'll tell you, Greenwood's all over the field.
Well, now you know why I gave him credit for the kick.
Right.
And Fleener was there as well.
Fleener, yeah, both defensive ends. Oh, we're talking about the weak corner again, going back to that. You know, you look at a high school 52 defense such as Central's in, and I always thought that the weak side flats were the weakest part of the 52 defense anyway, and I think everybody would agree with that. So you're really under pressure for coverage out there.
And now you see what you're talking about here on the near side. They look, the slant again. It's Fairman near a first down. We've got 27 seconds left.
See, you got PV's in position here. Clark can kick this from here easily. He can get it there easily.
The key is the block up front. 2nd and 10. It's on the 21. So 21 yards away from the end zone, 26 seconds. So I guess the first down is not that important on this play. In fact, the chain gang has a third.
That is 26.4 seconds, Dan, on the clock. Holy cow, what was that?
I'm sorry, what did I say?
you said 26 seconds.
Oh, okay, excuse me. A 0.4. I thought I had said 30 or 6.
No.
Screwed up some. You're just being a smart ass.
That's right.
Well, they give him the first down, but basically the situation, 21 yards till the end zone, or they're in field goal position, want to get closer. 25 and counting as they start the clock. Lone setback, Kundert. Mauser the drop, that slant again. Oh, a catch, he spins and gets more. Who else? Anthony.
Yep. I don't even think we have to tell you.
That's another first down and closer to the goal line. 9 yards away, a timeout. They're just inside the 10. It'll bring up first and goal from the 9.
Well, do you look for him to throw it one more time here?
Sure.
I think they probably would.
This time I think you shoot a little bit more of an out because the slant, he gets tackled on a 3. You may not get a
That's right. Yep.
So you give Anthony that option on the outside. I'm assuming Anthony, whomever. And if it's an incomplete pass, you still got time for the kick.
Right. Well, Ed Morrissey's in the huddle. When the head man comes out the huddle, you know they're up to something, Henry.
Or perhaps just making sure they're all on the same page.
Right.
When you were head coach, you called the offense. That's generally the case.
I did for several years, and then I turned it over to an offensive coordinator, what we call a coordinator. It didn't make any difference in pay, but
we'll see what they do. Anthony wide right. Mauser looks that way, lost it that way like we thought.
Oh, man.
What a great catch.
Oh, it was.
Come back to the ball. Great camera work, too. Just was right on it.
All right. Well, there's Nick Ide. There again, there's 6'4" versus 6 foot. And
probably a
big advantage.
Nice 6 foot, too. He's probably a little bit under.
Right.
Anthony's on his 6'4". So second touchdown pass, 9 yards. A little bit shorter than the last one, but it's still worth 6 points. And how many times are we going to see Chris Anthony catch a touchdown pass right before that?
Yeah, with
a little more time this time.
Yeah, there is.
7 whole seconds to spare. Clark's kick is good. It's 21-0.
Well, that was a kind of a backbreaker for Central right there. They needed a hole right there, I think. I hope they can come out second half and be competitive.
And
but
the thing is, I knew it was kind of going that way. I'm like, what do you do? Okay, I throw the outside so you have time left.
Yep.
You knew it was coming. I'm sure Central knew it was coming. And that kid was right there, Nick Ide. With his back.
Yeah, he was.
Anthony did a great job of just coming back. And
Anthony came back to the ball and leaped and caught the ball.
It's funny, and everybody out there who watches the NFL, and I do it. I make fun of Timpson and the Bears dropping balls. Go outside in the yard tomorrow night, Sunday, Saturday afternoon. Throw the ball around and see how many you drop just standing there. Then go out and run and try to catch it. Then run with a guy on you. And Anthony, you said he seldom drops it.
Right.
And on the high school level, you get a kid who can hang on to it, 95, 99% of the time, you got yourself a winner.
That's right. You got a prize.
Especially when he's 6'4". And he was a former quarterback, so he knows where they're putting it. The plays, the whole setup.
Yep.
21-0. Clark will kick. Squibs it up the middle. Picked up. And
this is
clock's going to run. Nope.
Nick Math on the return there.
2.1 seconds. My apologies. I thought the clock would run out. We'll see what they do. Straley.
Peterson, Howard in a tight end.
Shanks runs out wide right. No, actually, he leaves the ball game. My apologies. Well, I don't have any wide receivers set. They may just down it and go in down 3 scores.
Stalled the other tight end over here. And
quarterback sneak. Well, they'll just go down 21-0. Pleasant Valley looking strong again. They're 2-0. They're ranked in the top 10 of the state after upsetting Bettendorf, and they're up 3 touchdowns at the half. We'll be back with second half action. Family Ties Productions, Cox Communications, Channel 38. Nothing at the half, and if one sad spot or non-bright spot for Pleasant Valley so far in their 2-0, working on 3-0 season is right there. Cy Robinson, and that's 79 and 88 on crutches. 2 of their starters and 2 of their bigger players, and John McEachran, 6'1", 222, and Creighton Duncan, 6 foot 200, and that's going to hurt down the road.
I think it will too. I don't know what the extent of their injuries are. Duncan looks like he's got a cast on that right foot, but he might just be immobilizing it for a little bit. But little story, Ted Minnick, the athletic director last week, told me out at that game that Creighton Duncan's so tough he doesn't know when he's hurt. So so somebody else must have told him. I don't know.
He's out with the foot injury, but that's, as I said, the lone non-bright spot. I don't want to say it's a dark cloud, but not a real bright spot there. Pleasant Valley to return, taking at their own 20. Nice wall up front. They came flying through to the 40. I think it was Hansen on the return.
Right, yeah. Kevin Hansen.
Good job. They just got up there and formed a little wedge and came flying at you.
Guys trying to get the number of the tackler there. Looked like Greenwood maybe again. He's kind of all over the place tonight, even making the tackles on the kickoffs.
So 1st and 10 on their own 42. Pleasant Valley taking over a 3-touchdown lead, and the defense pitching the shutout versus Central. Mauser, and center, quarterback rather than give quickly to Kundert. And now as they started off the game with 3 4-yard gains, first down gains, now that's a 10-yard gain.
Yep, little inside play tackled by number 21, Nick Ide, and there again, it's not good when your deep safeties are making a tackle 14 yards down the field.
And defensive guys like Ides are coming up making those tackles, and that's how Chris Anthony can sneak behind you. First play was successful, a 12-yard pickup, 1st and 10 again, past midfield. Kundert, a little reverse to Hansen, and he's stuffed. Nice job.
Yeah, that's Miguel again. Great trap coming across by the right guard of Pleasant Valley. I'm trying to get the number of it. He was trying to trap Big Hike over there, number 79, and Hike just kind of ate him up.
Well, Big Hike for a reason, is what you call him. Minute gone by, 2nd and 9, third quarter action. They give to Kundert. He got stretched it out wide, so he didn't find that quick opening right off the center, and he goes wide, and that's the success there. They only give up about a yard.
Kevin Peterson up on the tackle. Good tackle there. Nice shoulder effort.
Bringing up 3rd and long. 3rd and 7.
Number 32, Dyson Miguel, calling the defensive signals out there.
Central has a couple of big hitters out there. Miguel, one of them. Talked about Big Hike down low. Greenwood, we've thrown his name around as well. Mauser, the slant, and that time it was to Fairman, no good.
High and outside.
That little seam route on the left side has been successful, but that time they came up empty. It's a punting situation.
Clark should hang this big time. He's going to kick it into the wind. If he gets it up, that big spiral it's going to hang up there for a long time.
We'll see what happens. Back about his own 43, the snap from the 43, the other side. Clark fields it, gets it off high. Fair catch fielded by Shanks, and he'll down it around his own 17-yard line where the Blue Devils will not only take over but try to make a few things happen as well.
Yep. Blue Devils had a punt block on that time, but great blocking up front.
Some halftime stats from our good friends of the Pleasant Valley film crew, or should I call it tape crew?
Well, as we would suspect, Chris Anthony.
Wait a minute, he even circles them for you.
Yeah,
you don't even have to.
That's great, isn't it?
Why don't you highlight it for him next time?
Buy that guy some more pops over there.
Oh, yeah. Miguel on a fullback dive early on in the ball game. He was getting a lot more than that.
And Inc. leveled him.
Well, I noticed the first series against Bettendorf, I said you could tell there's certain guys, their hits stand out. You just hear them, and they stand people up. And I said Ank was one of those guys you could tell.
Right.
All right, Anthony anyway.
Well, we got Anthony 139 yards and 2 TDs, and Mauser's passed for 149 yards.
Go figure, 139 Anthony. Yep. Well, Central has the ball, 2nd and 8 from their own 20. They tried Miguel again. Not much more.
Yeah, a lot of white shirts on the tackle there, but it looks like Inc. again at the bottom of the pile. That doesn't always mean he made a tackle, but he's close.
He's always around it.
Yep, he's around the football.
Tom Duncan, 45. That's 2 plays he made. I gave Voss credit for 1. You gave Ank for another, so we got to give Duncan his due. He's out there making plays as well. He's one of the inside linebackers. He's up there with Fairman. Wide receiver, the near side of the screen, deep, almost out of bounds, in fact. 3rd and 9. Straley looking this way and telegraphing it again.
Yep, but you just kind of knew that was going to be the pattern. You knew that was going to be the throw there.
I'll tell you the truth, I haven't, and I said he's almost out of bounds. I haven't seen that wide of a wideout, alignment. Yeah, they've come out and they've been about 7 yards off the tight end or off the tackle. He was about 13 yards extended, so I read it from up here, and naturally the defensive backs are much smarter than me, and they were on it as well.
Jason Deal was right on him.
Punt. Got it off. Good job by Lee again. He's done a nice job of fielding him, getting him off. Anthony, and he hands off to Taney.
Oh,
nice tackle.
Nice job out there. Who else? Scott Greenwood.
Yep,
We've mentioned him a lot. He was not fooled by the handoff at all there.
Pleasant Valley will try to hit you with the big plays now and again. And that time, and that's why I'm glad I gave Greenwood the block punt side.
Okay.
Block field goal attempt. I should say, not block punt. Because he's made enough plays.
Good thinking. That's
although with
he could
Howard
be the
and
man.
Hike and the big guys, I'm sure.
Well,
yeah, one of those getting their paws up and doing it would have been there.
I was like punting over, kicking over an elm tree.
Hanson standing on his feet, driving. Look at him
this.
grabbing him by the shirt, still driving. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Getting the extra yardage. He was hit at about the 3, forward lean, keep the Pistons pumping.
Yep. Finally, looks like Hike brought him down. Eric Hike. Suppose Hanson's gone through the old tire machine.
Yeah. 2nd and 3 from midfield. Ball on the near side. Kundert, fullback, first down and a little bit more.
Nice blocking on the big defensive tackle out there by the right side of the Pleasant Valley line. Number 66, Kevin Moeller. I think he's the right offensive guard, and number 74, Matt Kaburski, the right offensive tackle. 60, Nick Abel, the center. 68 is the left guard out there for PV, Nick Rulifson. And tackle over there, number 75, Mike Sherman.
Getting the big offensive line there due as they're moving people out. They do it again. Hanson, that left side, driving forward, diving, ankle wrap. He dives forward and gets about 5 on that first down carry, maybe a little bit more.
Nice play.
They give him 6. 2nd and 4. The ball is spotted on the 40-yard line of Central. 7:30 to go in the third. Mauser under center, Anthony wide left. They fake to Kundert. There's Anthony. You can just sense when they've ran 3 or 4 successful plays, you got the first down, you go up top.
Right, here comes the look in.
And that's, you could.
And I'm not sure, but our cameraman might have caught that ball.
First and 10, again, on the 29. But you see Kundert blasting through, Hanson on the counter. That's what frees the linebackers. They're going to roll Mauser out. And they're going to give him a second chance. He's got it. That's our buddy,
Snakenberg.
Now, that's why I said they're going to give him a second chance because we teased him. Same route. And he got behind him that time. That time he hung on to it.
You know what they're going to do in tape Sunday? They're going to rag him because he didn't score.
Yeah, because he lost
the ball and didn't score.
Hey, they're going to be happy he caught that one.
Oh, yeah.
And we're having a little fun with him as well. Shane Snakenberg, 6'2", 188 pounds.
Yeah, good height. Snakenberg, good height out there again.
But it's a good job. He's, with Anthony getting most of the action, he'll come from that tight end slot and sneak out in the flat. Mauser finds a lane. Good job. Way to turn it up, find an opening. And all these PV guys, from Mauser to Hanson to Kundert even for a fullback, not very big, but they all keep their feet going forward and just try to get that extra yard.
Right, and you see Mauser when he runs the option, he's not going to run the hump. He's going to come straight down the line of scrimmage just like a good option quarterback does. Right.
Everybody sees that. I don't know where you get it from, but I was the same way. Well, first time you think you're going to take that wide loop and get the big running start, but it's not. You're actually, with the good offensive line, driving downfield. And
That's right. You're actually going forward.
Right. Another block.
Oh, all right, all right. This is Michael, isn't it? We got to see who blocked this one.
Well, he's getting off the ground.
It is. It's Dyson Michael.
Well. So the block is there.
He come roaring through there.
So one thing Pleasant Valley does have to work on.
Yep. I think Michael's little leg cramp there.
A blocked field goal and a blocked PAT. So if there is a problem with the ranked Spartans, it's their blocking on their kicking team.
work on their specialty team a little bit this week. Well, it's good coaches, Dan, as you know, and even bad coaches for that matter. When you win, you still have to find something that your team needs to do better. And I'm sure Ed Morse will be looking for that, and generally on the tapes you can find it.
27-0. Clark will kick off. Now, I can't recall, just, but we did a game that one year, and the girls were doing the push-ups, so that might have been on a radio game, but I was nuts. The Pleasant Valley cheerleaders smarter. They do like a can line, and they just do kicks and count 1, 2, and do 27. So they know this team's going to score. Coming the other way, he's got a lane. Nice tackle. That's Hanson again.
Yeah, it was.
John Lee had a lane down left side, and there's a bunch. I'll tell you what.
I think we're going to have a personal foul here, maybe.
Yeah, I don't like that. You know, it's funny.
Let's wait and see what it is.
Yeah, we'll see.
Blocking below the waist on the return, Dan. That's the signal. And, yeah, Matt Luttrell from Pleasant Valley was blocked by Eric Hike, the big tackle.
I'll tell you, and that was usually when a guy jumps off sides or holds, we usually don't bring up their number. But I'm going to say one thing. Eric Hike, 6'8", 285. Matt Luttrell, 5'11", 160. Come on, Hike. If you really want to blast the guy across from you during the game, all right? You got 4 downs to do it. And I've noticed Hanson go right over the top. Somebody's blocking him on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to put the flags back down on the floor and do some remeasuring here.
Well, that
point of the foul right there.
They're assuming that's basically.
Yeah, they're going to go 15 back from that.
So 1st and 10 from their own 16. And if you're Skip Eckhart, you're as upset at Hike as perhaps I might be. Because you get a return, nice return by Lee, good lane on the left side and back on the right side away from the play is where the penalty occurred.
Right. Good defense there by number 67 from PV, Jim Miller. I don't think we've seen Jim. We haven't seen Miller out there, I don't think, for a while.
Funny is early in the game, the first couple of possessions, first series or two, Central was the one. Remember Miguel, I should say Miguel. He gets the hand up. They were getting a couple yards, 3-4 yards, moving the chains. And it was Pleasant Valley that stalled.
That's right.
And boy, is it just worn down the other way. Here's the games went on. Now their initial dive play isn't getting much. Central with it again. It's 2nd and 10. Nothing on the first carry. A little counter. They give. They fake to Miguel. Cribbs comes across and gets a couple.
Yep. 7 white shirts on the tackle there. Looked like even Anthony was up in there. Fairman, Miller, Inc. We've mentioned Inc. quite a bit tonight, stacking up the middle. I don't know if we've set the offensive line for Central tonight. I think we need to make mention of that, Dan.
Go ahead, Si.
What we got? 79 is Eric Hike over there at the right O tackle. 77, Saul McMeekin at the other offensive tackle.
Central on it. There's a flag. As Straley tried to get outside of his offensive line. We've got Jeremy Sutton in there, as you mentioned. Eric Hike is one of them.
At center, I believe we got...
is it Jeff Nelson?
Number 66, is it Sutton?
That is Sutton then, I'm sorry. 66.
Jeremy Sutton at center.
Looks like Justin Gaines in there as well.
No, 66 Sutton is the right guard. You're right.
All right.
That would be my first error of the 96 season, I think.
I don't think so, Sandberg. I think you got a few more than that. 4:40 to go in the third and counting down. 4th and 6, punting deep in his own territory, inside his own 10-yard line is Lee. He's had a good night thus far. Hits a line drive that time. Taney will take it on the hop, and it's a nice hop. Tell you what, John Lee, the most valuable player thus far in the punting game for Davenport Central.
And, yeah, give him the credit there, but Scott Greenwood could be equally as valuable because he's the one that's covering it down.
You making the tackle.
Right.
I should have said offensively.
Okay, okay.
The best weapon has been the punts by Lee. And defensively, yeah, most definitely. Greenwood around the ball each and every time. Here comes Pleasant Valley again, up 27-0. Now they do that double reverse again, or double handoff, I should say. And it's Fairman coming through for 15 or so.
Yep. And tripped up. Antonio Boyd was there, but Fairman was on the way down. They kind of collided.
It's really a trap. It's not a reverse. You're trying to get outside because the second handoff is an inside handoff, as you can see coming in from that position. Mauser under center, 1st and 10 again, nearing midfield. It's Hanson, not much that time. Good job by Central. Josh Vance over there, Brian Fleener, and a host of Central Blue Devils.
Greenwood again.
Miguel and Greenwood, ton of tackles for both of them.
Truly. Marcel Howard, 82, in the middle at his left tackle position.
2nd and 8 from the midfield's 50-yard line. Cundert still in at fullback. They
Little
fake
movement.
the Cundert. There's a flag. Mauser looking to get outside. Nice play.
Got a sack there by Fleener again. Brian Fleener. We got a flag. I think we're going to have a procedure call here. Looked to me like a guard moved.
Can you decline this?
No, it's on
foul. Central. Coming off the ball.
Got a personal foul.
That has
call.
to be coming off the ball. Correct?
Yeah. Oh, a helmet knock.
Explain that, Simon.
Well, it looks like the official signaled wrapping the head, and that's illegal.
Like the old head slap?
Yeah, the old head slap. It's illegal in high school football. Has
they're
been
over there
now
talking. Guess who they're talking to, Si? Give you 2 guesses. Hud Hike.
Duh, yeah. Well, here comes big number 76 in the game. They're going to take.
Guess who he's checking in for?
Yep.
Thomas Holmes comes in.
Thomas Holmes. 5'11", 253. He's a block.
And Hike rips off his helmet, his head to the other side. Once again, you're 6'8", 285. Play some football.
Mm-hmm.
You look at he and Howard up front. They've got the size, and you've got some heart with Greenwood and Fleener and Miguel. Mauser, straight drop, looking downfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Taney.
Man.
And he loses his footing. So Taney will be sitting next to Snakenberg in that film session. He did a nice job of looking back and getting the ball, though.
Yeah, he caught it, kind of turned around, and then he tripped over the chalk. And good catch, good pass.
27-0, looking to add to it. Move the chains. We have another first down from the 33. Pleasant Valley does a good job of keeping up their intensity level. This is the 2nd week in a row we've seen them, and they've worn teams down, including big old Bettendorf and Central, much bigger team as well. And they're
yes,
doing the
they
same.
are. Definite size advantage, defensively at least for Central.
Well, most of them go the other way too.
And I'm sure their speed is comparable also.
And it's funny because aside from Schertz, and he's still in there, and you got Ank as a hitter, and he goes 230, definitely gets the job done. But we said Duncan's out, and McKegren, and they lost 2 of the bigger players. I guess Abel and Kaburski and some of those other guys bring some size. Miller, you just mentioned a while ago.
Yep.
But nowhere near as big as 6'8", 245, 6'8", 285.
Jeez, many Christmas. Number 75 at left tackle for PV. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. That's, Mike Sherman still in the game over there.
And a penalty brings up 1st and 15. Not much going there.
Marcel Howard ate him up.
And that's the 6'8", 285 we're talking about.
Stop by Marcel Howard.
We got here 2 and 14.
2nd and 14. Anthony's wide left. They just give to the second back through Hanson.
Yep.
It's going to get near the original line of scrimmage. A couple more will bring up 3rd and about 8.
Scott Greenwood again.
Scott Greenwood on the tackle.
Really a nose for the football, Greenwood.
he
He sets his defensive side over there, nothing coming outside him, and then he sees the ball in the middle and goes and makes a tackle.
And to use an old term, not afraid to get dirty. And Si, you've been around kids like that. You've many years of coaching. There's just certain guys who have a knack of always being around the ball.
Just be there where they're supposed to be.
You know, they may not be your hardest hitters or fastest guys, but they're always pursuing and always around there. Mauser, he'll roll out left, avoid trouble, looking downfield. Had a man, found him. I believe it's Fairman, and there's a flag.
Yeah, it is Fairman. Now
Where's
we
the
got a
flag?
face mask here.
Yeah, I'm wondering because nobody in the white jersey signed for Fairman. See what it is.
If it is, that'll be half the distance to the goal line.
Good job by Mauser. Kept his composure, rolled left, had one guy in front of him, dodged him, a guy.
Yep.
Oopsed him, as you said.
We got a clip call.
Oh. Who was down? I didn't see another white
I didn't
jersey
see
down there.
another white shirt over there, but they threw it right on the spot over there
Maybe
where
it
he
was
caught the
down-
ball.
There was a little bit of a pile down there. That's where it was involved. So up yardage nonetheless. The reception, then minus the clip yardage. So it ends up being about a 5-yard pickup from 3rd to 8, or 2nd 8 to 3rd to 3. I think.
25-yard line, 3rd down, 3.
So that's not bad when you can gain yardage on a clip.
There again, my basic dumbness for rules. I thought that would come back to the line of scrimmage.
Dumbness is a bad word. Stupidity.
Oh,
would be
thank
more
you very much.
appropriate.
Same word.
Mauser. Hanson the handoff.
Good
They're not gonna
defensive
get it.
play. Number 21 for Central, Nick Ide, came up and did a good job, along with Greenwood.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yep,
guess
along
who
with
else is
Greenwood.
there? So as we near the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a 27-0 lead for Pleasant Valley and a 4th and 3 situation.
4 down territory.
Well, do you shoot for Anthony in the end zone here? Surprise him?
I don't think so.
We will see. Motion. They're going to option the side. Mauser gets loose, still on his feet. Now he's short.
I don't think he made it, Dan. Marcel Howard snatches you.
Howard, but it was number 88, Aaron Shearer, who had a hold of his jersey, and Howard
Howard finished it off. It depends on how much forward mo they give him there. Yeah, not enough.
Not enough. So just 15 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. 15 ticks on the clock. Excuse me, Cy Robinson. 15.8.
Thank you. I like that preciseness.
Central takes over. Down 3 to 4 scores. It depends how you look at it. Throwing a field goal or two. 27-0.
Pleasant Valley in the prevent, I'd say, spread out all over the place.
And they give to Lee. Gets a couple.
Yep.
And that'll do it. As we end the 3rd quarter, heading to the 4th, it's Pleasant Valley on top of Davenport Central, 27-0. We will be back on Cox Communications, Channel 38.
Keeping your community strong is a responsibility for all who live there, whether it's through teamwork or working together to build a better town. Your Pekin agent will be there for friendly, reliable service. When you need help and can't wait, meet someone in your neighborhood who knows his customers. Depend on your hometown professional, your independent Pekin insurance agent.
Pekin Insurance.
For a quick quote on auto, home, and life, call your Pekin agent at Independent Insurance.
Picture this. Big Ed Studio and Gallery has the widest selection of indoor and outdoor backgrounds in the Quad Cities. Let Big Ed's handle your senior portraits, weddings, and regular settings, as well as on-location portraits and custom framing. Big Ed Studio also copies and restores your treasured memories. With 2 nationally awarded photographers on staff, you'll receive personal attention that's second to none. So come in to the studio in the country. Big Ed Studio and Gallery, just 1 mile west of Utica Ridge Road on LeClaire Road in rural Davenport.
Join Ultimate Fitness right now and pay nothing for your first month of membership. No down payment, no initiation fees, and you also get the best in Nautilus equipment. Aerobics, Olympic free weights, cardiovascular equipment, racquetball, basketball, and free personal training.
Get in shape. Call Ultimate Fitness right now.
Call 355-4741 and pay nothing for your first 30 days. Call now.
The ball at the 27, and it's 27-point deficit Central looking at. They're at their own 27, 2nd and 6. All kinds of movement from both sides of the ball.
Well, the right tackle jumped, but there were 2 white shirts that might have been in the neutral zone there.
We'll see. As you like to call them, Cy, the Zebras. They're going to whistle it against the Blue Devils.
Yeah. Another good thing there about backing your defensive people off the ball a little bit. If you get antsy, you can jump a hair and still not be in that neutral zone where they're going to call you for offsides.
So it marches it back to 2nd and 11 from their own 22. You see if Central has any gadget plays, any comeback plays. They're just going to go base, pitch it to Lee, and he's going to get stuffed.
Oh, he's still on his feet there.
Well, good job.
Now, how did number 68 wind up with a football?
I was going to say he was still on his feet. As he was going down, he must have fumbled, and it was Blake Farmer picking up a couple of yards from the old guard position, apparently.
Yeah, that's Blake's first carry this year, I'll venture to say.
We had an offensive lineman in high school used to always say to me, "Hey, if you're ever going down and I'm near you, pitch it to me." I'm like, "Yeah, right." Yeah, the coach. And when
how
you
many
fumble
sprints
it,
would that be worth?
It's 3rd and 9. You know that's a defense or offensive lineman's dream, rather.
Really?
Throwing downfield, overthrown. The receiver could have got it, but a bad effort by the Zebra. He's got to sell out and get that pick. He's about the closest one to it.
Yeah, Marcel Howard was out there, which is a rather large target, but the ball wasn't anywhere near him.
I do remember, though, when I was a junior, Cy, the ball snapped out of center. Quarterback, it was supposed to be a fullback dive, and it just shot straight up, and the guard pulling grabbed it in midair and ran it in when we were at goal line. That was, I mean, he was the toast of the line.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Fairman could have got that. He let up. It's away and bounces around midfield.
Excellent field position again for Pleasant Valley.
I still remember that play, though, on the goal line. One of
those are the kind of things you never forget.
Anybody who's ever played offensive line, be it Pop Warner or any level, you're pulling, and that's a nasty position. You know, you're getting out of there hard, going to kick out or kick down.
Mm-hmm.
You pull, all of a sudden there's a ball floating, and there's the lane where you're supposed to be blocking. He just turned it up, and I'll tell you what, I think he was numb for about a quarter on that one.
Right.
1st and 10 going the other way from their own 47. Hanson.
Oh, big hole.
There you go once again. Look at that, 10 yards of crack, and this is where Hanson picked up all his yardage last week.
Yep. Brought down by Ed Stahl, one of the linebackers for Central. You know, I just kind of looking down through the crowd here, and I see former great Iowa State linebacker Dave Greenwood down there, and I'm wondering if Greenwood,
that's his kid.
I'm sure that would be his son. So pretty good gene pool there, huh?
Well, and he's around the ball. Strange thing is he's sitting on the Pleasant Valley side.
Yeah, I see that. We might not want to tell anybody that. Good hitting going on still in this game, though.
1st down carry, they get about 6 more.
Brought down by number 70, Josh Vance, and nose guard for Central, among others. Dyson Miguel.
Dyson Miguel on the tackle. Pick up of 6 yards. 2nd down 4.
So it brings up 2nd and 4. Spotted on the 37. We're at 10 minutes to go.
Ed Stahl comes out, and Matt Rose comes in for Central at the linebacker position. What's the hold up here?
Well,
oh, we got an equipment problem over there by looks like Marcel Howard, a little shoulder pad problem. That'd be like trying to fix a blade of a bulldozer, I think.
2nd and 4. They work that left side. It's Kundert behind Sherman and the boys. He fights forward. He went right through Rolofson and Sherman's side and gets the first down plus.
Looked like they had him, and all of a sudden he was 8 yards down the field.
Well, we tease Snakenberg, but I'll tell you what, as a tight end, he's every bit as part of that line, and he works that side too.
He does. He's a good blocker too.
And they flip-flop. Now it's Sherman going the other way with Snakenberg. They work the double team, and they go the other way, right side, a couple more. It looks like they don't do a left and a right. Or excuse me, Kaburski's on the right side.
Right.
So they do. Sherman stays left, Kaburski right. You know, a lot of teams will do that strong side, weak side.
Right.
Tackle one of the guys gets in sync with the tight end, and they work that side.
That looked like a wishbone set with a straight read to the fullback. Did you take a look at that? Give me a thumbs up on that, Mike Engel or the Burlington cameraman.
We saw that last week a little bit.
Right. We did see that formation.
3 plays.
Oh, they didn't.
Low movement. There you go.
We've seen that. Oh.
I'll tell you what. Greenwood made Hanson pay the price, but you know what a nice thing I did? And I kind of talked about another player showing bad sportsmanship. Greenwood just labeled Hanson, helped him up. Hanson hit him on the head to say good hit.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
And Greenwood kind of patted him on the fanny, and you know it was a good play. He got there, you know, right in time. Hanson made the handoff, didn't fumble, got it to Fairman, who skirted up for about 9 more yards.
Yeah, Kevin Peterson made a kind of a shoestring out there. That was another 6 on the board. I love to see somebody get racked, and then help one another up. That's great.
2nd and 1. Mauser gives to Hanson right side, over the top, first down inside the 10. They just get off the ball, and we talked about them, Kaburski, Sherman, Rolofson, the other guys up front. They just get off the ball, get body contact.
Right.
They're not blowing people out. They're not
not too many
people.
plays. That's a little crossbuck action there, and
that's exactly what it is. The old crossbuck. Hanson will go right side. Kundert at fullback, Fairman on the left in the wing position. Goes in his stance. Mauser under center. And
same
there it
play.
is. Hanson, touchdown. Simple football.
Same play to the opposite side, Dan. Exactly what it was. Yep.
So Hanson on the touchdown. And it's 33-zip. Now let's see if they can show up these blocking problems they've got, Si. It's definitely not on the fullback dive.
You're getting kind of tired of them blocking these kicks, aren't you?
Well, let's see if Greenwood and the other guys.
All right.
Fleener's been coming across as well. We'll look for the C pitch.
All right.
And I'm not talking about all the Brill cream in your hair.
That's
the kick.
Oh, hey, they did a job there.
Good. 34-zip.
Well, I don't know if Joe Ambrose is a special team coach or who down there, but they finally got that shored up in the middle. Well, I tell you what, when all you got to find fault with is the hold team for the extra points.
And you see Jess getting the, for lack of a better term, I said can line, whatever it's called. I'm not into the Broadway plays, but they're smart because you've seen cheerleaders do the push-ups. It's why Iowa City around here, you saw it at Kinnick Stadium start, but you get some teams putting up numbers. And was that at North, Scott? Just I can't remember last year where we saw the team doing it.
North,
I think those girls were out there just doing push-ups, and I was feeling sorry for them.
I was more than you. I was too. I recall that. That's.
Well,
I didn't do that many push-ups in a year if I get away with it.
They were doing more push-ups than strokes you cheat off your golf game, I'll tell you that.
That's right.
7:38 to go. That is a blooper kick, if you will.
Ball's loose.
Oh,
man.
You call it pooch kick. Now in a punt, that's kind of what it is, the lofting kick. And I guess you can apply the same term to the kickoff. And Johnny on the spot.
83, Matt Luttrell. Yep.
And paybacks are, you know what? Matt Luttrell was the guy labeled on the the flagrant foul.
Right.
And he comes back and makes a big specialty team play. Good job there.
Well, Central needs to buckle it on, Dan. It's going to be a blowout here shortly.
That's a nice onside kick because that's not a 10-yard kick. That went 30 and you got it. Fullback Kundert.
Yep.
It's about 5.
There's that wishbone look again. Tackled by John Vance, the nose guard, I believe it was, number 70. Josh Vance, excuse me.
2nd and 6. 7-11, counting down. Did you see that's where Hideo Nomo celebrated after his no-hitter, Si? 7-11? That was the fine dining experience he enjoyed. And we got a new quarterback in there, and his pass is complete.
Holy
and that
cow.
was a tight little route.
Scott Salfin, is that who that is? Yes.
Number 10, you got it. Luttrell on a catch. Luttrell's making some big plays there. Yeah, Salfin came up, and he could have kind of handed it to him. That was
right.
Very
It was
tight
a little
formation.
tip drill ball.
But they got the first down.
Right.
Ball on the 17. We got substitutions in there at the line as well.
Now we'll try to set him up here.
And Salfin and the new fullback in there is Tim Kramer. And not a real sweet exchange, but they got a couple out of it.
Yeah,
anyway.
a little.
You know why it
little
worked,
work.
though, Si? Because that offensive line continues to get off the ball. So even though you have the bad exchange, they've moved the defensive line. All you got to do is fall for it.
It was not a negative play, and that's what you work for.
Funny, I was watching a program the other day. They went for it on like 4th and 1, and the quarterback, as they show instant replay, the offensive line got off the ball, got him moved back a yard. He spins, turns, and hands to a deep halfback, and he gets dropped. Thinking if you just explode off the line, look at the option that right side. Salfin showing he can run. He's got a lane.
Holy cow.
Well, his pass did not look all that crisp, neither did his handoff. But he let him pull that handoff and run the option. He finds a lane.
He did. He did a nice job out there, and Central's got a little problem covering the option there because there's only one man out there, and nobody had the. I think the defender had the pitch man,
back.
but the quarterback wasn't covered. So,
well, you always got to take the man with the ball. That's my theory.
That's right, and that's what the corner did too. But he just missed the tackle.
Clark back in the kick. We're at 47.
I think we got a 12-man. No wonder they got that last one blocked. They got 12 men on the field, I think.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They do have 12. And Jeff Taney going to come off and say, Coach, I thought I was in.
Yeah, you sent me in. Mike Duncan.
When you start making substitutions, too, you know, everybody kind of knows first or second team offense, defense, but you know how it is, Si, coaching all those years. You forget who's on that second team punt team, that second team kickoff team.
Yeah, all your specialty teams remain the same. They usually don't have any substitutions on those.
I don't know about the high school level, but I know as you get older, fatter, smarter as well, and lazier.
Yeah.
And the college level, you kind of make your own substitutions.
Yeah, that's
late
right.
in the game, you're a little tired.
Hey, get in here.
Jeff, why don't you go in for me, man? Yeah. That's when guys like Jess got in the game, I think. 5:59 to go, or was that foosball? 40-0.
Yeah, Ed Morrissey, Mike Duncan, and patting them on the hat down there. They're pleased with what they've done here tonight.
Well, you can't knock Pleasant Valley's effort. And I'll tell you what, Central defensively, and we named a few players. Greenwood's been around the ball. Fleener's given it a great
right,
Miguel's
Miguel. And I'm not going to get that pronunciation
and
tonight.
Even guys like Josh Vance, you mentioned his name earlier, got in on the tackle. He's down there digging in there low. He's had to shift. Now he's shifted
Kevin
over.
Peterson's the corner, done a nice job.
Clark the kick. Good. 41 zip. We're under 6 minutes to go in this one. Yep.
going to see a lot of new shirts on the field here. We'll try to catch as many as we can.
And if you're Coach Skip Eckhart in Davenport Central, you're looking to get on the scoreboard. This is where you can get a couple of scores late.
Yeah.
Build some confidence. Find out who your big players are. See if you got a guy who's capable. Later on in the season, they may be playing the last game of the year, improved a little bit offensively, be in a 14-13 type game, need a couple big plays. This is where you find somebody. Lee is deep middle. We'll see where Clark kicks it. He does the same type of kick.
Yeah. Oh.
Miguel where he grabs it. Miguel up the left side, runs right at Taney.
Miguel was going to punish somebody, and it happened to be Matt Taney there.
And Voss gets up slowly, too. He was second man in. That's.
He knew he wasn't.
Can hit, I'll tell you that.
He showed
Not
us
afraid
that.
to.
Yeah, he's a poker.
He'll jog on off, and with 5:54 to go, Central looking to get on the board, trailing 41-zip. The ball on the 36.
Okay, Mark Schnorr.
Different look in the backfield too, Si.
Yeah, a little bone look from the Blue Devils here, huh?
Boyd with the pitch.
Oh, nice
Turns
job.
it up, still on his feet. Good stick, but he picks up about 5 or 6.
Yep.
Did a good job of running through a few
Like
arm
number
tackles.
87 on the tackle out there, Jason Deal again.
Few people in we haven't seen. Number 9 in linebacker crew now, Josh Gilliam. Gilliam, I should say.
Here comes number 33 in the game for Pleasant Valley, Tim Kramer.
Backup fullback as well, comes in for Luke
Junior. Number 22. Oops. Wes Hansen's been on the field all night long. He's got a clean shirt, though, doesn't he?
Well, he's talking in that position we're talking about. Cornerback wide, and it's not like Central's went wide or thrown all that much. Central, is there a timeout here? Because we definitely got some people taking their time. Yeah, there was.
No,
they started something maybe.
Somebody, well, official timeout because they restarted the clock there.
Central breaks out of the huddle. Peterson in the backfield. Boyd back there as well behind Lee at the fullback. They pitch it again to Boyd. He's going to go left again, find a seam, get the first down.
Nice run, nice run. Nice run by Antonio Boyd. I tell you what, he doesn't lack for speed, Coach.
No.
He runs hard.
Well, they start out with Lee at tailback and Miguel. Miguel definitely, I'm sure, good blocking fullback, the way he likes to hit, and he runs hard. And Lee, we saw last year, good speed, but they may be better off here. With Miguel definitely spent on the defensive side, giving it his all, switching Lee to that fullback, and Boyd. And Peterson, too, got a little speed. It looks like some quicks. 1st and 10 again. Now to give to Lee. He's going to dive forward for a yard.
Yeah. Well, we got Wayne Short in the game over there at corner for Pleasant Valley, along with Brandon Duncan. Well, they've got a lot of Duncans on this roster here tonight, too.
And once again, thanks to our little thing, 88 and 82 would be Creighton, the injured Duncan, and Brandon, our brothers. Tom, a distant cousin.
Oh, okay.
For those wondering.
The Duncan clan.
The Hansons, it says unknown genealogy. The Inks, we know our brothers, as are the Ables. The Give. Lee dragging people forward. Well, they said he got 2 yards on that carry, and he's got a couple more there.
Brought down by Adam Abel.
And he's a brother.
Brother of the other Abels.
Adam and Nick Abel.
See if Central's got some new clean shirts in there. Yeah, number 84 tight end, Jeremy Ma.
3rd and 4. They're going to pull. Tell you what, if he gives to that fullback, it's probably a 1st down.
Yep.
But Straley has to pull and go outside, and he's going to lose a couple. Bring up about 4th and 6. Ball near the midfield. Couple guys in we'll see if Central goes for it. Pleasant Valley coming in looking to punt. I
have an idea they will. They don't have a lot to lose here.
3 minutes.
Except another 7 points. I think we're going to have a timeout by Central.
Yep, and they take a timeout with 3:04 to go in the 4th.
Little organizational timeout.
And Pleasant Valley will trot it over to the side, get their situation set up. Number 10 and number 1, that would be Timmy Hansen and Scott Salton, the backup quarterback. Going back, you know Salton can run.
Mm-hmm.
And Hansen, once again, we don't know if he's related to 14.
Well, we're going to guess.
Neither do our note keepers. No, it says right now, unknown. Want to thank the Pleasant Valley, I don't know if it was a student or a parent, or anyway, it was delivered up here. It says to help you out so you're not confused, and we need all the help we can get.
Dear Wild Man, it says.
Oh, no, you were added in it.
Dear Wild Man.
Oh, look at him.
It doesn't say you bonehead or anything like that. It just says Dear Wild Man.
It doesn't say Cyrus. 3:04 left.
All right, let's get down to some serious business here. I wanted to mention, too, that I want to thank Don Grinsing for allowing us press box room tonight, the Central Activities Manager, former head basketball coach over there. Been there since about 1907, I think.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Don's kind of in charge of all the schools a little bit, too, as well.
Should be going to be a motion penalty here.
Ah, that's a shame.
Yep.
They were setting up for my gal, and he got labeled.
Yeah, who is that? Number 35 for Pleasant Valley, Jeff Taney. Yeah, we got 2 Taneys now.
Yeah, they no, you know what? They don't have any list on that. I'm going to assume they're brothers.
Yeah.
Matt is a senior, Jeff is a junior.
Junior, yep.
And they both kind of play the same position, like the stick. They like to get in there.
We're going to have a decline penalty here, I'm sure. That gives Pleasant Valley a first down, so.
We got to return this and say, how about the Taneys?
Yeah, there you go.
The Anks, the Abels, the Duncans.
Question mark behind
and the
that.
Hansons. That was a question mark. You just can't read my writing.
Sorry about that.
Remember, I'm not with the newspaper. I'm radio.
I see.
We're under 3 minutes, 2:58 to go, as you said, Cy. The penalty declined. The Pleasant Valley Spartans come flying out, and a few more faces on there. 50, Matt Miller runs out. 67 is Jim Miller. Yep. So, once again, we got to write Miller down. Don't know if they're relation.
Yeah, all right.
This guy, I thought he did a good job, Cyrus, but
he's missed. I don't know if he's done his homework or not. All right, for Central anyway, number 3, Susuri Haddon in at a corner. And
thanks for handling that one.
You're welcome. Jeremy Maw is at the other corner. Greenwood's going out now.
So they're making some substitutions as well. 1st and 10. Once again, having a little trouble with that fullback.
That looks like a
spacing. It's a little off.
Well, it looks like a wishbone play, and a quarterback doesn't want to give it, but the fullback really wants it. So they're going to both hang on to it.
You know what? That's hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you bring the second team in, and they're so used to running together that you don't miss a beat. And and sometimes like a base play like that, a fullback that, where you run the base plays on the second team more than anything. That usually don't miss a beat, but every so often you get in a little nervous, excited more than nervous, I guess.
Hey,
oh, he's got a
look at the block in here.
Yeah, look at that downfield block. Nice job. Timmy Hansen picks up all the yardage.
Yeah.
But credit those guys down there. I see 50 Miller, Adam Abel down there.
Oh, great blocking out front. Brought down by Michael Cribbs, number 2 for Central. And Cribbs saved a touch, that's for sure.
That's just, that's the old Green Bay sweep. Bring the guy in motion, everybody out in front, including the QB. 1st and 10.
How did it look as a DB, Dan, when you played? How did it look as all those linemen coming downfield at you like that? I was an old guard, so I used to love it. But
well, the handoff, once again, the timing not perfect, but the blocking up front was. And he got near another first down.
Nice play.
Off, you see the kind of the bobbled exchange, but heck, when the offensive line's blowing him off the ball a couple of yards downfield, you got time to bobble
you can afford to bobble it.
We want to thank the Independent Insurance Services Incorporated for sponsoring tonight's Cox Communications Channel 38 Game of the Week. Central and Pleasant Valley. You can find them located at 1519 East Locust Street in Davenport. Give them a call at 383-5555. Another handoff and a blast. And if you don't have 55 on your dial, it's 383-5555.
There you go. There you go.
You like that one, Jess? I thought so. Minute and a half.
Fine job, I thought, anyway. All right. Clock's going, and ball's on, the 13? Got any more than new shirts
we'll
in
call
there?
It to you. It says on the 12 on the scoreboard, but it looks...
Number 49, Nick Quick, is in.
Good speed.
Yes.
Oh, a blast. Look at Central not giving up. You got to like that.
That's
20
right.
and 50 flying in
Matt
there.
Rose almost got the handoff, number 50.
And helped by Van Hoosier. Matt Van Hoosier.
Yep.
That Dutch kid from Indiana. I wonder if that's where it stems from. Indiana Dutch fan.
Where's Indiana? And direct those letters to Dan Burridge.
And good job once again, Central not letting them get in, piling it up. 35 seconds coming down. See, they'll get off another play probably. Credit to Blue Devils though. Very easy for guys just to lay down and.
Yep, let them score here. You're right. They fought hard tonight.
20 seconds. This could be the last play. 3rd and 13. And they stuff it again. Although Morrissey just running the fullback dive up the middle.
Brought down by Ed Stahl, one of the linebackers.
Well, that'll do it. 41-0. Pleasant Valley sophomores won 43-0. So not a pleasant day for the Central. You're looking at an 84-0 doubleheader sweep. Mauser, the quarterback, with a 1-yard run, made it 7-0. Then he went up top to who else? Chris Anthony from 56 yards, and then 9 yards. It was 21-zip at the half. Hanson scored. Make it 27-0. Saul Thune scored one as well. The final 41-zip. Pleasant Valley improves to 3-0. And next up, the homecoming game against Burlington. Should be a good matchup.
Should be.
For Cy Robinson, our good cameraman Jess, and myself, Dan Burridge, 41-0 the final. Pleasant Valley winning this week's Cox Communication Channel 38 Game of the Week.